Okay, so this is a video on grafting, actually, the the effects of grafting. So what you're observing now is chlorosis on Guatemalensis and an undatus hybrid with Guatemalensis. So let's start here. It's in the shade, but you have a group of sugar dragon, which is a species of itself. Then you have costarricensis. This is Lisa. And you can see that they're not chlorotic in the same exact conditions as this entire group here. These non-chlorotic species, the two different species, are not chlorotic. All right, just hold that idea. Then here, okay, we're moving into this American Beauty Guatemalensis, Hyloceros guatemalensis. And you can see that all of them in this group are quite chlorotic. Now what we have here, coming up here closely now, is we actually have a graft of American Beauty, which is right here, on to a physical graffiti. There was a physical graffiti in this group, which is an undatus and Guatemalensis hybrid that is also represented here, right here. This is physical graffiti right here. And you can see that this group of physical graffiti, although partially chlorotic, partially cold damaged, nowhere near as chlorotic. Well, let me go this way. Nowhere near as chlorotic and, well, subsequently cold damaged as the Guatemalensis American Beauty. All right, so I have three grafts here. One on pure undatus. In other words, it's 100% Vietnamese, and I have American Beauty. Here's the graft. It's weak, which doesn't really help the research. And it is slightly chlorotic with some slight or some exposure to cold damage up here. But I would attribute that partially to this graft union. Weak graft union, not so perfect graft application. We'll talk about that some other time, but you can also see that there's damage in the undatus. You see? All right, so we're going to walk back now down the row. Bear with me. We're going to go to first the one that we just saw, which is American Beauty, pure Guatemalensis on physical graffiti, which we've just shown prior to the undatus we just saw. We've just shown is exhibiting much less chlorosis. And what do we see here? We just saw it a minute ago. Again, with the sort of like weakish conditions on the graft union. You can see the shoots below. All right, somewhat problematic maybe, but from an observer's point of view on this, I think it's almost like a 2-year-old graft, less sclerosis. All right, so it's exhibiting the characteristics of the rootstock. Now, is it conclusive? No. It's one plant. It's wheat grafts. Let's go down to the costarricensis. Completely different species. Completely different species. We've already seen that this species, costarricensis, which is very thorny. I hate it. Okay. We've already seen that it's not showing chlorosis even vaguely comparable to the Guatemalensis. And what do we see here? We see again signs of less chlorosis, even though the graft union, once again, it was the same graft throughout, is a weak union, poor not necessarily technique, but selection of graft, and yet we still see traits or characteristics of improved ability to withstand chlorosis under these conditions. So what does that tell us? It's very, very suggestive of the fact that the rootstock is exhibiting, or how should you say it? It's contributing to the scion, to the grafted variety. I'm impressed.